All right, guys, so now we're going to talk about services. And if you don't know what Angular services are, they would basically be used for um, having functions that you want provided throughout your application to different components or data that you want provided throughout your application to different components. So let's go ahead and make our own service. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to make this title something that was provided through a service. So we're going to take this out and just make it of type string. And now we're going to make our own service by using the Angular CLI. So we're going to say ng g service, and then we're going to call that service title. And I want to say dash s spec false so we don't get a testing file. And there we go. We should have a title service.ts right over here. So now all I have to do is go over here and say in my app.component.ts providers, and that's just a property that we can provide to the components to say that we want to provide this service to this component. So all we have to do now is import that right up here. So we say import, and our service should be called title service, and then from, and then that's going to be in here, title service, right? And now we provide that in an array. And now all we have to do is go down here and make a constructor and then create a private variable or public if you would like, and name that variable anything we want. But this is the important part, is that that variable is going to have a type of title service. And what this does is that Angular now is going to inject it into our component here so that we can use it wherever we want. So now we're going to say on ng on init, which means that whenever this application starts or whenever this component is put on the DOM or is about to be put on the DOM, whatever inside this function is ran. So we want to say that this dot title service dot title is going to be the title for this dot title. So now we don't have a title yet, so let's go ahead and look at our service. And as you can see, it's just a simple class really with an injectable decorator at the top. And this is not really needed. Your service would work without this, but what this says to Angular is that this component may eventually have to inject other services or other components. So we just keep it there for future proofing your application. So now let's go ahead and make a title here. So we're going to say title type string, and then we're going to change that title to uh, service. Great. So now if we go back to our application, you'll see that we have our nice name right there, welcome to service. So now I can use that variable anywhere I want when it comes to providing the title service. But what if I had a component outside of my app component that I wanted to also use that same title, and maybe I wanted to change the title and all those things? And that's going to be something we cover in dependency injection in the next video.